Hello, what's up? This is Ali, and today we are going to discuss about things we need to know regarding PS4 jailbreak. This is for those who are thinking about jailbreaking their PS4, or those who are still thinking about which version of PS4 they will get, or simply to those who just want to be informed regarding PS4 jailbreak. We are also going to discuss things that you can and cannot do on a jailbroken PS4. So let us first answer what is a jailbreak. Jailbreak is like removing the restrictions that was set by the developers on the unit, or in our case, our PS4. Without these restrictions, we may now be able to download games and play them from sources that we are not supposed to. And also, without these restrictions, we can install applications that alter some functions on our PS4, such as altering or changing the fan speed, or changing the region of our save files so that we can use them or transfer them to a different users, or download the files from internet and use it on our game. So basically, with Jailbreak, we are unlocking the potential and the capability of our PS4 with one major prize. After jailbreaking your PS4, you can no longer enjoy the services from the PSN. So there is no online games from the official servers, and no more live updates. So let us move on to the game. So can you still use your CD, or can you still play CDs on a jailbroken PS4? Yes, definitely you can. Given that your Blu-ray drive is still working, and of course the CD is still functional, there is one major thing that you need to consider, and that is the version required by the game, because every game has a required version. Say for example, you're playing on the latest version 9.0, and you wanted to use, or you have a CD that you borrowed, like Horizon Forbidden West. The Horizon Forbidden West requires a firmware of 9.03. So if you plug in your game, the system will ask for a firmware that is required for the game to work. So you will get a prompt from the PS4 that an update is required to play the game. So be very careful on what you press next, because if you press update on that way, you will definitely lose the jailbreak of your PS4. And that will also lead us to the next question. Is there a way to revert to a previous version? So whether you are on a jailbroken PS4 or not, there's still no way to revert back from a previous version. So in case you have updated your PS4 to go online or whatever, there is no going back to be able to jailbreak your PS4 again. So there's another long wait you need to do before you can go back and jailbreak your PS4. So if you are a type of player that prefers online game, then certainly, absolutely, jailbreak is not for you. You will have to sacrifice paying extra cash, or we can definitely say that paying what you are supposed to pay to play your game, because for now there is no way to have a jailbroken unit that can also go online. There is some way to go online on a specific game from jailbroken PS4, but that requires using a specific servers. So it's just like going LAN on a wide network, but basically no online games from official servers. So what if you have a jailbroken PS4? How can you prevent your PS4 from updating? Because then again, once it updates, there is no going back. So it is very important for you to make sure that you do some steps to prevent that from happening. So the very first thing that you need to do, or the very basic thing that you need to do, you can also do this if you are on a higher firmware and you're just waiting for an available or for the next jailbreak, and you want to prevent any updates. So from the settings, you can go to the network. Unfortunately, I can't. I will not be able to walk you through all the process because I'm on remote play right now, so I can't adjust my internet connection. But on the internet connection settings, you have to choose a manual, then choose the first option until you get to the DNS part. On the DNS part, choose on manual. Then here, we are going to use the primary DNS that is shown on my PS4. I'm just going to leave a link of the DNS on our description. So this is very important if you want to prevent any automatic updates. And also here on the system settings, here on the automatic downloads, we have to make sure that everything here are unchecked. So this will prevent all types of automatic downloads, but this will not help you prevent those manual download. So if you really want to disable any type of updates or disable your system update, this is the best thing that we can do. Let's go back to our host. So I'm using Caro right now. And here on our host, we have to choose disable updates. This is very important, especially if you have received your PS4 fresh. I mean, you don't have any ideas what to do after you have received your PS4. This is one of the things that you should do first before you play around with your PS4. You have to disable the updates. By doing this, you can definitely make sure that you are not just avoiding the automatic updates, but you are also safe from the manual updates. What about if you want to go back playing online? Can you go back to official firmware and go online? Yes, definitely you can. You can either use the automatic updates here on the system software update. And of course, my system is blocking the update because of my DNS. But you can use it here. You can update using internet or the manual update using a USB dongle. We'll definitely leave a link on how to update your PS4 manually, but you can do your updates here. So in case you are trying to update your PS4 and you are constantly getting an error, that means that your updates are disabled, like what we have showed earlier. So to be able to update your PS4, you will have to disable the disabler for the updates. So you can go back to your host. And choose enable update. After you re-enable your update, you may now be able to update your PS4 and go back to playing online. So again, let me just give a strict reminder, because once you have updated your PS4, there is no coming back. So you have to think twice, or 4 times, 10 times before you press that update. And it is always a good option to have an updated an updated PS4 and a jailbroken PS4. But personally, I still use my updated PS4 like 70-80% more than I use my jailbreak PS4, because I still prefer playing online. So like I always say, if you love the game, then let us support the game, because if no one will support the game, then basically that's it. That will be the end of it. So what I always do is I just most of the time I just test my game on a jailbroken unit, and if I love the game, then I buy them on my for my other PS4. So let's say that you are sold for jailbreak. How would you know if your PS4 is available or good for jailbreak? So let us go to our settings and our system information. Here we can check the firmware of our PS4 to see if our PS4 is ready or good for jailbreak. If you have a version of 9.0 like what you are seeing now, if you have a version of 9.0 and below, then you can definitely jailbreak your PS4. The available version for PS4 jailbreak are 5.05, 6.72, 7.02, 7.55, because that is the worst that you can get, and the 9.0. So if you are on a firmware outside of those firmwares that we have mentioned, you can update your PS4 with the firmware that we have mentioned to be able to jailbreak them. Say for example, you have a version of 8.03. The nearest version we have is 9.0, because we cannot go back to 7.55. So the only version that we can use to jailbreak our PS4 is 9.0. But then again, you have to make sure what version you are putting in your PS4. You don't want to install a 9.01 and higher. So what if you have a version of 9.01 and higher? So unfortunately, there is no chance for now. What we can do is just wait. You have to make sure that you prevent all updates by doing all of the steps that we have provided earlier, and bring a lot of patience, because it's going to be a long wait. So and if you are going to ask when the next jailbreak arrives, unfortunately nobody can tell except for the developers themselves. So what we can do is just follow the tweets from these developers and wait for their updates, or just check the website. We're going to post a link on the website that we can definitely trust the sources, and from there we can wait for a pleasing update. You don't have to ask every day, is there a new update or is there a new jailbreak? Because once there comes a new jailbreak, you will definitely know it, unless you are living in a cave, because every jailbreak is a very big news. So it spreads so fast like wildfire. So as long as you're browsing the Facebook or you're browsing online, you will definitely know that there is a new jailbreak for the PS4. So again, nobody knows when the new jailbreak. All we have to do is wait. Or you can just sell your PS4 and get a new one, or just get a new one, or simply trade your PS4 to a jailbroken PS4. So that is the things that we can only do if you have a version that is higher than the allowed jailbreakable version. Now let us go to one of the biggest question. Is a jailbreak bad for the PS4? I often hear this from my clients way back on the PS3 days. They don't want having their unit jailbroken because it's going to break their unit or their PS3. And oftentimes we can still receive those kind of inquiries from our clients on the PS4. But the only thing that will compromise your jailbroken PS4 is the hard drive, because there is a such thing called the kernel panic on the PS4 jailbreak. It happens when the jailbreak activation fails and it restarts. There is a very, very, very small chance of having your PS4 hard drive initialized. It only happened to me once, and that was still on 6.72. And it never happened after that. I don't know if it still happens now, but I haven't heard anything lately. But that is the only compromise. Of course, you will still have your PS4 you will still have your hard drive broken one way or another, because that is the most breakable parts on the PS4. So whether you're jailbroken or not, soon you will definitely have your hard drive replaced. But you cannot blame your jailbreak for that, because basically with a jailbreak you'll be able to do a lot of things that is not available on the official PS4. And there are some things that will help you preserve your PS4, such as like I have mentioned a while ago, the PS4 temp. Let me go ahead and show you this one. This application allows you to alter the fan speed of your PS4 to prevent overheating. This itself is a big function for your PS4. And aside from that, having a jailbroken PS4 will give you more control on your PS4, such as you'll be able to alter your save files and use them on different users. You can, you can exchange files with a friend. You can download files from the internet. You can only do that on a jailbroken PS4. So does jailbreak breaks your PS4? Definitely not. If there is an after effect of jailbreaking your PS4, it even helps preserve the hardware of your PS4. So this is it for now. If you still have other questions regarding our topic that we failed to cover, please go ahead and let me know on our comment section, and I will definitely address them. And if you have questions and suggestions for our next video, please go ahead and you can contact me on our Facebook page. I will leave a link on our description. And again, this is Ali. Thank you so much. And if you found this video helpful, please leave me a thumbs up, and please subscribe, and see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.